Imagine traveling back in time to a young Rome, where kings weren't just leaders but true visionaries, capable of shaping the destiny of the world. Now picture those kings holding secrets so dark, so powerful, that many chose to bury them in the silence of history. It's almost like every stone in the Roman Forum holds whispers of those hidden truths, waiting for someone like you to uncover them. Have you ever heard about the first 5 kings of Rome? They weren't just figures of power. They were strategists, storytellers, and legends in their own right, and the protagonists of stories that, for some reason, never made it to you. Take Numa Pompilius, the second king. He claimed to hear divine voices, as if the gods themselves whispered directly in his ear. And the others? Well, what they did was so shocking that many of their actions were erased from official records. But why? What were they hiding? Maybe their secrets were so uncomfortable, so dangerous, that they were better left buried, like forgotten treasures hidden beneath the ancient Roman roads. What Rome doesn't want you to know is that those kings held secrets that shaped the world in ways you could never imagine. Secrets so dangerous that, even today, they still echo in our society. And you know what's even more unsettling? Those secrets have the power to change everything you believe about politics, religion, and even power itself. But don't worry, I'm here to spill it all. And when you uncover the truth about these 5 kings, you'll understand why so many worked so hard to keep it hidden. Get ready, because what you're about to learn today could change how you see history, and maybe even the world around you. Sound of soft drum beats. The camera glides over an ancient Rome shrouded in thick fog, with the Colosseum and the Temple of Saturn standing in the distance. A golden light begins to illuminate the ruins as ancient names appear etched into stone. Before we go any further, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and follow this channel. Together, we can hit our goal of 1,000 subscribers. Let's do this. Now, let me ask you something, how much do you really know about Rome's first 5 kings? I'm betting just the basics, right? That they ruled, created laws, expanded the city. But what no one's told you is that behind those stories lie dark mysteries, conspiracies, and decisions so shocking that their impact is still felt today. Let's start with Romulus. He's the legend, the first king, the man who gave his name to the city that would dominate the world. But did you know his reign began with a crime? He killed his own brother, Remus, to secure the throne. Now, think about that for a second. What drives someone to do that? Ambition? Destiny? Or maybe there was something much darker behind it all. And you know what's even stranger? No one knows how he died. One day he was ruling, and the next, he just vanished. Could it be the gods took him, as the legends say? Or maybe the Romans themselves hid something terrible? Then came Numa Pompilius. He was the complete opposite of Romulus. While Romulus was all about wars and conquests, Numa was a peacemaker, a king who brought order and religion to Rome. He built temples, organized festivals, but there's one detail no one likes to talk about. He claimed to receive direct advice from the gods. Now, think with me, was he really guided by divine forces? Or was he using that as a clever strategy to control the people? And if he was lying, what was he trying to hide? Next up was Tullus Hostilius, the third king. This guy was pure chaos. Peace? Not a chance. Everything he did was to expand Rome, no matter the consequences. But here's the weirdest part, people say he defied the gods, ignored rituals, and mocked their beliefs. And guess what happened? A mysterious fire destroyed his palace. Was it an accident or divine punishment? What do you think? Then we have Ancus Marcius, the fourth king. He wasn't a warrior like Tullus or a religious leader like Numa. He was a strategist. He built ports, bridges, and fortresses that connected Rome to the rest of the world. But listen to this, many believe those structures hid secrets. Could he have been creating hidden traps to protect Rome? Or maybe he was hiding something even more dangerous. And finally, we have Tarquinius Priscus. He was ambitious, no doubt about it. He brought wealth to Rome, expanded its power, but the price he paid, nobody likes to talk about that. He schemed, betrayed, and did whatever it took to stay on the throne. But let me ask you, was it worth it? Or was it his own allies who eventually brought him down? Let me tell you something, what we know about these kings is just the surface. What they truly did is buried in forbidden stories, silenced over centuries. What do you think they didn't want us to uncover? Now is the moment no one expected. The stories of Rome's first 5 kings aren't like what you read in textbooks. No, they hide secrets so dark, so dangerous, that they were erased from the pages of history. And today, I'm going to tell you everything. If this resonates with you, drop a 1 in the comments. If you've got a different take, let me know too. These kings weren't just leaders, they were symbols of power. But behind their crowns and conquests, there was something else: conspiracies, disappearances, mysterious alliances. Are you ready to uncover the forbidden truth that Rome has tried to hide for centuries? Take Romulus, the man who founded Rome. He built a city that would dominate the world. But do you know what's most intriguing? He just vanished. Some legends say the gods took him. Others suggest he was betrayed and murdered by his own allies. But if he was killed, what did he know that was so dangerous? Then came Numa Pompilius, known as the King of Peace, the man who brought spirituality to Rome. But here's the detail no one likes to mention: he claimed to receive direct instructions from the gods. Now, think about this: did he really have that divine connection, or was he using it as a way to control the people? And if so, what was he trying to hide behind those rituals? And what about Tullus Hostilius? He was the opposite of Numa, a relentless warrior who didn't believe in peace, only in strength. But do you know what happened? His palace mysteriously caught fire, and no one knows exactly why. Was it an accident? A conspiracy? Or maybe the gods he ignored finally decided to punish him? Ancus Marcius was the strategist. He built bridges, ports, and fortresses, connecting Rome to the world. But some say he used these projects to hide secret passageways. Passageways for what? Treasure? Weapons? Or maybe something that was never meant to be found? And finally, Tarquinius Priscus. An ambitious man who brought wealth to Rome and expanded its power. But his rise was marked by betrayals and conspiracies. He was assassinated, and many believe it was at the hands of his own allies. But why? What did he know that was so dangerous they had to silence him? Now, think about this with me: these kings weren't just historical figures. Their decisions about religion, politics, and power shaped everything that came after them. The legal systems we use today, political traditions, and even some beliefs, all of it started with them. And what if I told you their secrets are still alive? That the marks of their conspiracies remain hidden in Rome's foundations, waiting to be uncovered. But why doesn't anyone talk about this? Why were these stories erased, brushed aside? Could it be because they reveal something that those in power still don't want us to know? What do these stories teach us about power? about how far people will go to maintain control. And most importantly, what would you do if you knew the truth? In the next segment, we'll explore how these secrets shaped not just Rome's past, but also its future. Get ready, because the connections you're about to discover could change the way you see power, and the world around you. Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever stopped to think about how much of what we do today has been influenced by decisions made thousands of years ago? The first 5 kings of Rome weren't just historical figures. What they did shaped how we live, govern, and even think. For instance, the legal system we use today. Its foundation comes directly from Rome. Romulus, the founder, created rules to organize a city that was just beginning. He understood that without order, there would be no future. These ideas of justice and governance are still at the core of our institutions. But that's not all. Numa Pompilius, the calm and wise king, believed that a government needed something greater to maintain unity. He introduced spirituality and rituals into public life, showing that a leader must also inspire. And you know what? Many modern leaders still follow that logic, sometimes without even realizing it. And now, take a look around you. Did you know that Rome is almost everywhere we look today? Don't believe me? Look at the most iconic buildings in the world, those with towering columns and majestic domes. All of that is a legacy of Rome's first kings, who believed power had to be visible, grand, and awe-inspiring. Tullus Hostilius, the warrior king, showed how military power could be used to expand territories and influence. He created the blueprint that would later be copied by empires like the British and even the United States. And Tarquinius Priscus, with his boundless ambition, understood that wealth and economic control were the keys to turning a city into a superpower. Even our modern ideas of economy and how it can influence the world trace back to decisions made by these kings. Tarquinius knew that controlling wealth was the ultimate tool for domination, a strategy that's been used time and time again throughout history. So, let me ask you this. Could it be that everything these kings did, from their conquests to the secrets they hid, still resonates in our world today? When you look at leadership, justice, or even how cities function, you're seeing their impact. Maybe their story isn't just about the past. Maybe it's a mirror reflecting how we live now. Who knows, maybe the decisions they made still influence the choices we make every day. Could we learn something from what they did, or avoid making the same mistakes? But what happens if you look closer? What if the secrets of these kings go even deeper? What did they know that was never fully revealed? And, most importantly, what can we learn from it all? These are the questions we'll dive deeper into in upcoming videos. So don't go anywhere, because the connections you're about to discover could completely change the way you see the world. Get ready, because this story is far from over. Today, we've uncovered some of the most hidden secrets of Rome's first 5 kings. And what secrets they are. From the shocking disappearance of Romulus to Numa Pompilius's mysterious religious reforms. We also explored the strange fire that destroyed Tullus Hostilius's palace, Ancus Marcius's hidden tunnels, and the betrayal surrounding Tarquinius Priscus. These kings weren't just rulers. They were visionaries, strategists, and, in many cases, master secret keepers. Their decisions shaped Rome, influenced entire civilizations, and, believe it or not, still impact our modern world. So, tell me, how many of these stories did you already know? I bet at least one of them left you speechless. If this video made you see Rome in a whole new light, go ahead and hit that like button right now. But don't stop here. Share this video with someone who loves history, fascinating facts, or just a good mystery. Help spread these secrets that history books tried so hard to hide. And, of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Here, we're all about uncovering incredible stories, revealing mysteries, and shining a light on the secrets history tried to keep from you. You don't want to miss out, do you? But here's the thing, the story doesn't end here. In fact, what we've uncovered today is just the tip of the iceberg. In the next video, I'm going to tell you about a conspiracy so dangerous it almost destroyed Rome before the empire even began. Imagine secret alliances, shocking betrayals, and decisions that completely changed the course of history. This is the kind of story that will make you question everything you thought you knew about Rome. So, if you thought today's stories were mind-blowing, get ready, what's coming next will totally blow your mind. Click that notification bell right now and stay tuned. I promise, the next video will be even more incredible.